the request.
I've got it. Just
Well,
record.
welcome everyone. Thank you so much to everyone for being here tonight. We just appreciate you taking your valuable time to spend 30 minutes with us tonight. And we're just excited. We're so excited about what we have to share tonight. And I just want to say that from my perspective, there has never been a better time to be involved in the Juice Plus mission and with the Juice Plus company. And we're going to share a little more about why we believe that to be true. So, first of all, it's the right time in our country. So, as y'all, many of y'all have heard me say, there's never been a greater need than what we have right now. When you look at the state of the health in our country, we all know that we are getting sicker and sicker, younger and younger. So, just very briefly to flush that out with a few statistics, in 1950, 6% of the population in our country had chronic degenerative diseases. Now, 60% have chronic degenerative diseases in our country. When you look at children's health, in 1950, 1 in 2,600 were diagnosed with autism. When you look at today, it's 1 in 36. So, y'all, I don't know about everybody on this call, but I'm not okay with it, and I know y'all aren't okay with that either. Um, as I mentioned, we're seeing people getting sicker younger, and this really touched our family in a very personal way. Over this last year, my daughter, youngest daughter, who's 30, had three friends diagnosed with aggressive forms of cancer in the last year. Two of those were in the last month. One of those is like a daughter to me. Aggressive breast cancer, visit to the
Huh.
infertility doctor to harvest eggs so that she might possibly have the chance of having a family once she's finished with chemotherapy and surgery. And that is that has put me into a new level of we have to get this message out to everyone, everyone we love, everyone we care about, in my view, deserves to know what we all know about how much our product can make in the difference of the health of your loved ones, of our loved ones. So, um, all of this is making headlines now, too. The other great thing is, I do feel like in our country, we're all aware, we're seeing it in the news. There is a big, big initiative for making America healthy again. And praise God for that, right? But y'all, so we are here for such a time as this. I truly believe wholeheartedly that that is the case. There's also a huge financial need for many, many people in our country, for young families, for retired people. An extra 500 to $1,000 can mean the difference in keeping their home. And so it's just huge. Not to mention that what we get to do it in a way that doesn't disrupt the priorities that we have for our life. When I was a full-time mom, I was able to keep first things first, take care of our family, and I had an amazing growing business. Um, Now that we're retired and have grandkids, we're flying all over the place, seeing grandkids, spending lots of time with our family, and able to do this amazing business. And I might add, have a lot of fun in the process of that, too. You you know that we can build enough income to help people pay for their products if they want to be on the products, they want their whole family on the products. We can help people build a significant part-time income, or we can help people build a full-time income with benefits. And all the while, getting to work, um, doing something so significant, adding so much to the lives of those that we love and care about. Meanwhile, working with the most servant-hearted people on the planet, I might add, which is all of y'all. So we're going to start with, I'm going to really focus on sharing two things tonight. It's what's new and exciting about the Juice Plus company and new initiatives, and what's new and exciting on our team, the new initiatives that we have to help us care for our customers in a better, more comprehensive way, and also to help us care for our team members in a stronger way. So I'm so excited about all of that. So with the Juice Plus company, the first thing that has changed, which has snowballed into a lot of other changes, is the fact that our leadership team is all brand new, basically all brand new. We have a new CEO, Travis Garza, which y'all probably are aware of that. He came about 18 months ago. He has brought on the very best talent that I believe we've ever had in our company, honestly, and the strongest leadership that we've had in many, many years. The other thing I love about Travis is he is so personally committed to keep the vision that Jay Martin had when he started this company alive and in the forefront. And every decision he makes, as I understand it from people in the corporate office, he makes through the grid of, is this what Jay would want? Is this in line with the vision that Jay Martin had when he started this company 54 years ago? Talk about stable and lasting. We are 54 years old. Um, and is it, and the vision Jay had was to help as many people as possible build a stable and lasting income, as many people as possible that want to build a stable and lasting income. And the mission to go along with that is to inspire healthy living around the world. So
Yeah.
everything that he does, it all stems from the vision Jay had and the mission that Jay had. So there's a new vice president of sales, Skylar Stephenson, which Travis had worked with for many, many years, turning a company around. A new head of marketing, Gina Guru. She brought on a whole new team, and they are rocking it with all new assets, new program content. And we have a new regional director, Stacy Whitmer, who was an NMD actually on our at-large team under Sandy Leonard. Um, and Stacy is that presence in the main office that gets it. She knows what we need. She's been where we are. She knows what we need. And y'all, she's the most hands-on regional director I've ever worked with in 23 years. She's willing to do individual coaching calls with people and invest in them. She is training the QNMDs on our team, among others, in a way that is just top business training. So there's just never been a better time. I've never had as much joy, y'all, as I have right now in doing what we get to do. And so I wanted my husband to share a little bit about his perspective on the company, on the business. And so by the way, he will not brag on himself, but I will. He's a really smart guy and has an MBA from University of Texas. He has worked in the banking industry, financial industry for many, many years, been a C-suite executive and a CEO in his career path. And anyway, so I really value what he has to say. So, Steve, I'm going to let you share.
Thank you, Sharon. And it's always a pleasure to work with you. So, uh, I think I'm going to try and catch up time, be brief, because we had a little oops on the ID meeting number. So we'll want to recover from that because we need to honor people's time. And so I really want to just focus on amplifying what Sharon said about, why is this the best time to be involved in the Juice Plus mission and brand and business. The mission, really, I don't need to add much more to it. I mean, it's there. And there's two parts to this business. The first part is customers and then teammates. And so Sharon's already articulated how, and I would say it a little differently, which is all you have to do is look at the headlines. People in America are sick. We're not as well as other nations. Kids are obese. People are obese. We're using these drugs to lose weight. We eat processed food, and you all know all of this. And so there's a huge need, and this results in what is called in business circles, we have a noble cause. We're setting out to help people get better. And my experience as a banker and working on Wall Street and working with companies to raise capital and then being someone who's actually done that, raised capital and led sales teams and all that. When you have a noble cause, that is an amazing part of a foundation to then launch a business. And you always keep that dead center in what you're doing is, what are you doing to help humanity be better? And in this case, it's making sick people better and healthy people healthier. So it's just a really exciting thing. And then what I would say on the business side, I'm just going to say a couple of quick things that I think are really important. One is that if we look at this from a really simple perspective, there are a lot of people, and you go Google it, look it up, but you would be shocked what percentage of people could really benefit from just having $500 a month of extra income. Okay. And it's amazing. So there are a lot of people that need this, need that income. And the trick is not to just find people, but it's to find people who are going to be willing to work hard too, because the entry fee to do this business is $52 a year. And, if I were to talk about the top earners in the company, what do they get for their $52 a year? If we think in terms of a financial return on investment, the average earnings of the top earners in this company, the average, not the highest, the average, okay? The average earnings of the people in the top earnings bracket for this company get over a 6,000% return on investment annually. Now, what that doesn't take into account is their work. But I'm going to tell you this, is I know this from my own corporate experience. What really differentiated people's career path? Yes, sometimes being right place, right time. There's a really kind of more simple formula for most people. It was you worked really hard, you worked smart, and you were consistent, and you followed up, and you had integrity, and you're honest. And you know what? That really did pay off. It didn't necessarily mean you're going to wind up being the CEO of a company, but it could take you a lot further in your career than most other things. And what I'm going to say, that's the thing about this business. I've seen it as Sharon's been doing it. Now that I'm joining her and helping with it, it's a great opportunity. But again, you got to find the right people. There's a song that one of Sharon's favorite musicians is Allie Holcomb, and her husband Drew, and they sing some songs, and one of them is, you got to find your people. And so, you got to look at it. And most people in this business, just informationally, I could go on and on about this, but this is also representative of what Travis, who I had the great privilege of, along with some other people, having dinner, breaking bread with he and his wife in Atlanta, and really getting to pick his brain just a skosh, not a lot, but a little bit. He's an amazing executive. I would work for him in a heartbeat. And I wouldn't say that about a lot of people. I'll work for Sharon, and I'd work for Travis, but I'm serious. He's just one of those guys. To be a great leader, you got to inspire followership. Jay Martin was great at inspiring followership.
Mm.
And Travis is that kind of guy too, but he's also got a track record. He has taken direct sales companies and doubled and tripled sales over several years. And I got to tell you, my perspective as a business person is I think he's on track to do that. And I'm going to turn it back over to Sharon because she's going to talk about some of the other stuff and reasons why. And I hope that was helpful.
Thank you, sweetheart. I love your perspective and I'm so grateful for it. And it's so fun doing this with you. So, okay, secondly, new with the company, new products. I'm sure y'all already are aware of the new superfood products. So, such a great start that, they ran out of stock. And Luminate has been around for a year, relatively new kid on the block, is amazing. So, um, and both of those products are powders and sticks. And guess what? That's what everybody wants now, right? That is what everybody wants. So it's the innovation again. The research, 48 published studies and more coming. The NIH is currently funding one of our studies. Is that not amazing? Um, the studies, I could hang out here for a long, long time, but that is for another day. But I'm so proud to be associated with a company that values science. And that is something Travis is very big on too. So the commitment to the science is one of his big priorities. Um, so monthly promotions, the company has started these monthly promotions that are so fun and so awesome. And we have 4 more days, y'all. And so 4 more days of the reset bundle. And that gives you about $130 worth of free products. It's the trio capsules, and you get a free bag of Complete. You get 2 boxes of free Luminate. 4 more days. Do it for your customers as a customer appreciation. The company is all about that. They want us to do that actually, and do it for yourself. You're one of their best customers, right? So, I had a conversation with one of the people in customer care, and they assured me, yes, get an order for you, get an order for Steve. Y'all have been around, y'all have supported Juice Plus for all these years. They want our valued customers to enjoy this benefit and new customers. It is a really strong pull for people who've been considering getting started with Juice Plus. Reach out to all of them because, you know, this is going to end May 31st and they'll come up with something else, but this is a really big one. But I love that they're doing something for us monthly that's exciting that we can focus on. We have a new program now. The Reset 25 is a little bit of a twist on what we used to be the Shred 10. However, it is so much more grace-filled. And from my perspective, medically, to help somebody change their habits for a 3-week period, that's going to be much more sustainable than for a short window where you have to be perfect, do everything exactly like the guidelines, and then you're done with it. And what do? We go back to our old habits. So, um, our big focus is let's help people meet them where they are and let's help them um, take the next steps, follow as many guidelines as they feel that they can, and help them be successful. We're going to be running a Reset 25 every month for the summer months. And they may be smaller groups, but hey, when people are getting ready to go on vacation, I had somebody sign up today who said, I need to get ready for my vacation. And so I want to get started. And then I said, well, we're going to be doing it every month. I'll need it when I get back from my vacation. And I can really relate to that because I'm really needing it now after our fun road trip. So, um, simple, it's scientifically proven. Every guideline is proven by science. There is unbelievable support with daily messaging and you as their accountability buddy and support. And again, it's sustainable lifestyle change. It's not doing some fad thing and then your weight, going and then going back to what you used to do, and you gain it all back. So I was going to have my husband share his awesome reset story, but I'm going to save that for another day. And I will say with the new digital system, it is going to be awesome when we get there. We're not there yet. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for, you know, just bearing with the company as they get things fixed. Travis's motto is we may not get it right, but we will make it right. And they are making it right step by step by step. I believe for the new people that this is going to be an easier, much easier situation, and the data is going to be far better than what we had with the virtual office. So, as far as our team, y'all, our team has not changed in terms of the culture of our team. It's been like this from day one. It's a culture of care, a culture of compassion, and a culture of celebration. And that is what we do for and with our customers. That is what we do for and with our team. And I love that. We have the best group of servant-hearted people on the planet, as I said earlier. And I was going to want to introduce the top leaders of our company. So, Mimi Blankenship is an NMD, and her husband Matt is a QSSC. So, they're a leadership team. Catherine Cade is an NMD, and her husband Frank is a qualified business. And she's a young mommy of three and busy in mommy land right now. But guess what? She is continuing to share this product. She is continuing to take care of her team. And that's the other beautiful thing about our business is if you reach a season of life where life happens, then you can continue to be a part of what we do and maintain what you have, and it's all good. You know, we're here to help you do exactly what you want to do. Our Q and MDs are Steve McClellan. Mara and Jerry Heppies are a QNMD team. Jerry is a QSSC. So wave Mara and Jerry out there. Yes, we love them in Northern Virginia. Karen Karazinski, where is Karen? There she is. QNMD, and her beautiful daughter-in-law, Emily Karazinski, is a QSSC, and they're another leadership team. Hey, do you see the trend here? You know, this is a family business. It can be if you want it to be. And I love that. We gave our kids a virtual franchise for their 18th birthday, and every single one of them is involved in the business at some level. So, and so are their spouses. So it's so fun. Um, so we have a new messaging system called Project Broadcast, and that is to help us take excellent care of both our customers and our team. This is not to take the place of you. So I want you to hear me loud and clear. The messages that go to our customers, there is a series of 11 messages over a period of 4 months. So they get one a week the first month to really help them get established in their habit and to help build belief in what they've chosen to invest in. And they get another one every couple of weeks. And then, you know, by the 4 month time, that that is, you really want to keep that customer care very, very close for that first 4 months to help solidify their belief, help them get in a good habit. And then it can, you know, those check-ins don't need to be as frequently. So that's the campaign we have for Project Broadcast. I make it very clear the first message that I am a part of their success team. I am not their go-to person. You are. You are their go-to, not me. But I'm a part of supporting them. And we also, in the first message, give them an opportunity to say no thanks if they don't want the messages. So that is the way it is running. We don't want them to put stop because that means they can never get any messages again. And in case they just like somebody who has been a customer, but they placed a new order, they don't want that series of messages. So a no thanks means that they can still do a reset 25 and get into that messaging. Whereas if they push stop, ooh, gonzo for good. Um, with our new team members, we also have a series of 4 messages that new team members receive in their first month of business. One of those messages invites them to a Zoom with me and you and their other support team in between. One of them invites us toward the end of the month, invites them to the team call. And I am happy to give y'all access um, to the messages that they receive. We actually sent out the new customer messages to all team members early on, but they were it was a campaign that had too many messages in too short of a period of time. It was too much, just too much. So Steve says I'm over, and I am going to wrap us up very quickly. But we did start late, so I don't want to miss important things. Okay, we now have weekly team calls. Momentum Monday is what we call it. They are 30 minutes. They are including celebrations, important information, events, some training, and action steps for those who want to grow. We also are much more active in our team Facebook group. There's a weekly post giving you the schedule of events for the week and important announcements. And it's also our place to celebrate every new person that comes into our team, welcome them, celebrate success steps along the way. Lots of celebrating. So there are some key events I want to tell you about coming up. If you want to jump in a little more and get more involved, there is a boot camp in Texas, June 6th through the 7th. There's a boot camp in Blue Ridge, Georgia, which we have a Airbnb reserved for. So all you have to do is buy your ticket to come to that one. And then Indianapolis is the next conference, and I invite all of you to come to that. It's September 25th through the 27th. So we're wrapping it up here. What are your action steps? Do you want to do the Reset 25 and just experience it and see what it's all about? June 2nd is the sign up. Let me know or let your leader know. And last, do you want to be more investing in your business? Do you want to do more with your business, get reconnected and re-energized in your business? If that's the case, and I hope there's many of you that hear this that do, then we really want you to make a coaching call appointment with your upline leaders, and I'd love to jump on too. Schedule that connection call soon so that we can meet you where you are and help you take the next steps in your business. And so also, there may be a few of you who are not on the team. And if that would be you, we would love for you to join. The message that we share is so vital. And y'all, only 2% of our country has Juice Plus in their kitchen. It's the vision of our CEO to have Juice Plus on every kitchen table, for it to be a household name. And so that is what we really want to do. And our team's mission is to change the health of our country, one person, one family, one community at a time. So we're ready to go for it. So I am going to sign off now. If you'll stop the recording, Steve, and we're going to stay on for 30 minutes to answer questions, to yeah,